Now saying, well, we won the FA Cup, so he's going to stay. I think they made up their mind before, and he's not going to change anything because there were problems in the dressing room, there were problems in the consistency, and Ten Hag, if he's not responsible for everything, has to take some of those responsibilities. So I guess it won't change anything, and the board will keep on the idea of getting somebody else.
Should they change their mind?
No. Listen, I think credit to Ten Hag and got the tactics right on the day. They won the FA Cup final. That's all was asked of today. But when you look at Manchester United's season on the whole, there is nothing really to cling on to.
What about to Jurgen's point? You give him time, they put together these sort of performances. It's the first time you've had Martinez and Varane together as centre-back for a long time.
All that being said, I'm not sure these types of performances, quote-unquote, is exactly what Manchester United's board is looking for. Nobody involved with Manchester United wants to see a team that is comfortable with 27% possession.
But this is against Manchester City. Surely
Exactly.
That's an anomaly. You can't go toe-to-toe with them. So you employ these
But if you're using this game as the one-off, as the exception, to show that this is Manchester United on their way back, or this is what you want to build around, you cannot build around a game where you have 27% possession. You want it, fantastic, celebrate that. But 27% possession is not what anybody wants to see. If you look at the season as a whole, finishing 8th is not what anybody wants to see. And even with the injuries, even if you want to use that as an excuse, you cannot use, if you look at the goal difference, if you look at the numbers of goals conceded, the number of chances conceded to far lesser opposition all season long, that is not something you want to build around. Now, you take a season in its entirety. FA Cup, absolutely fantastic, and congrats for it, but it is not, this is a one-off game in a season that Manchester United has played 50-odd games. Most of them aren't much to cling to.
Jurgen, obviously it took two to tango. This was a really poor Manchester City performance today. And they kind of set the tone from the start. You thought passes being misplaced, very much looking a jaded side. When you're sat on the sideline watching this happen, there must be a feeling within you that goes, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you feel. Uh-oh. because Man United just was more aggressive, was more determined, was more willed to go to the extreme and to go into the pain also to get a result. I think it's one of those games when you look at it from a Man City perspective is that, shoot, you know, we kind of gave away an FA Cup final, an FA Cup trophy. You know, because, I mean, still they had their chances. Haaland hit the crossbar. You know, Alvarez had the big chance. And I would actually make a point with 2 penalties on Erling Haaland. For me, there were 2 penalties, excuse me. But it's all gone now. I think overall, Man United really deserved to come away with the trophy and have this special evening and special moment. But I want to go back just 1 second to Erik ten Hag, you know, because I know, you know, it was a long year, it was a long season, very disappointing for Man United and the club with all their expectations, you know. But often, as Frank just mentioned, you know, okay, you got to fix the locker room. You know, when you talk about the locker room of such a team with 25, 30 exceptional players. You know, they're all national team players. You know, in the Premier League, the top teams, the top 8 or 10, they're all national team players. The same in the top 4 or 5 in Germany and Italy and Spain, you know. The manager is not there to fix the problems in the locker room. Because you as a manager, you're not going in the locker room all day long and making blah, blah, blah everywhere. You know, you cannot drink as many espressos as 25 every day and make it sure. So because it's the team, it's a team that figures out what is needed. It's a team, the players that have to figure out in conversations or in whatever actions on the training pitch as well, you know, to solve the problems.